All right. So nice. So this is our new segment of our Metal Gear Solid podcast. We try to give you all the news that's been out in Metal Gear Solid and in Hideo Kojima. So as you already know, or you don't know, every Wednesday we come out with our Metal Gear Solid news segment / Hideo Kojima. And you can just watch the news segment every Wednesday we come out. So that's on video form. So check us out, youtube.com.
Subscribe to us, guys. Comment and like. It's so valuable to us. It's so important for us to know how you guys feel.
Yeah.
And what you guys think. And it'll help us grow exponentially.
Of course.
So please.
And of course, if you want to support us, you can go to patreon.com/UCB podcast.
Yes. The growth of this mother base will not proceed unless you guys are backing us. We really, really want to get more content out to you, or better quality content. Heidel is a pretty hard worker when it comes to setting up the sound and doing the things. If you're watching on video, this up front, this is new, all of these things, because we really want to bring the best to you. So please consider supporting us on Patreon, because honestly, we need your help. We do. And we want to be the best that we can be.
For sure. We're doing this for you guys. So when, we both work extremely hard to get this podcast out every week and material out every single day of the week, aside from the weekends. Mm-hmm. But the weekends we are recording and we are, editing.
We record on Saturdays.
Yep.
And we're usually super busy on Sundays. I know at church I have plenty of ministries, and Heidel also does sound in his. So we're constantly working, and we want you guys to know that we really are trying our best.
Yes. So with that, let's get into the news. The first one we got is Hideo Kojima. His Hideo Tube episode 2 just came out. As you already know, I mentioned last week, he has over now 100,000 subscribers. So it's actually really, really popular. He was again with Yano-san, although he's not talking about video games just yet, which I know the fans in the comment section are pretty much saying like, come on, tell me more about the new game and everything.
Yeah, he said it was too early to talk about a new game.
Right.
I was, what?
I mean, he said what he said here was just that he is, he's trying to find his workplace, and he has such a small team where it's still too early to tell. Right. He also went on to talk about his international trip that he had. So he said, I believe for the people on the team to be able to work creatively, the atmosphere of the studio is in utmost importance. He then added that 3 more important things are the people, the technology, and the atmosphere. So I think he's really honing in on what it is to be a gaming studio. He probably had a lot of stuff that was happening back in Konami from that excerpt that we read about Konami, the workers, tirelessly working at, Konami Productions. So he's trying to create an atmosphere where they're just comfortable. Everything is just, that's his utmost importance, as he said. So, he goes on and explains Yano-san asked him about how was his trip and stuff. He enjoyed it. He felt like he spent all his time there thinking about how he can bring it into his own studio. He was looking at a lot of Sony developed studios and how he can bring it back to his space in Kojima Productions. So it was a good episode. I won't spoil everything for you, but he did talk about the BAFTA Awards and the movies winning there. Obviously about Mad Max and other stuff, but he did have a fun time. You can tell that he's pretty talkative. We've known him as kind of like a humble guy. He's very quiet and stuff. But in Hideo Tube, he's pretty unfiltered. He talks.
He's no longer in his he's in his comfort zone.
Or he's no longer contractually obligated not to talk. I don't know.
I don't know. No, I say because he's always has a translator, so he's kind of like, I don't know English. So what do I really say?
Right. Yeah.
But
absolutely.
here it's
language
just
barriers.
Japanese. Yeah, it's just Japanese. It's just he's talking.
And it's cool, he updates us on when the episode is going to come out. He tweeted saying, I remember, hey, the episode is going to come out in 30 minutes, and then the English subs are going to come out in an hour. That's that's pretty cool. When I see that, he's really digging this. I think he's just kind of like his form of podcasting, I guess. His HideoTube. He also was asked on the 19th Dice Award. So he received, obviously, the Hall of Fame, like we spoke about last week. And he says, quote, "Of course, I am extremely happy and honored by this. When you hear of something like a Hall of Fame and such, well, any award given to someone who's accomplished something in a certain field over a long time, I think many people associate that with someone retiring from their craft," Kojima said. "And of course, it makes me happy. But make no mistake, my goal is to keep doing what I'm doing until I die," end quote. That is a very humbling quote there, because every Metal Gear he said that this is my last one. This is my last one. And with this new game that he's making, which we have zero idea what's going to be about or what genre is going to be.
I don't even think he knows.
He probably doesn't. Or his team. His team are just like, oh, so what are we going to do?
Yep, that's Hyro's Japanese impersonation.
There it is.
He always goes with like you always start
It's so I don't know. But for those of you for those Japanese listeners out there, because they are. And I've seen them.
Yeah, we see the geographic map.
Yes. Write in to underthecardboardbox@gmail.com and let us know how I'm doing with my Japanese impressions.
Actually, don't write. No, just let us know what you think of the show.
And also my Japanese impressions.
Please don't leave.
Please don't leave.
Please don't leave.
No, it's all right. We're okay. Mel's not here. So.
Oh man. Hi.
So he that's cool to me, man, because he's gonna keep doing this till he dies, which I doubt, but I mean, he has to retire someday, right? But he's gonna keep doing it, man. And look, this is his like 30th year that he's doing this, so it's not even like this is his 3rd or like his 10th or whatever. There's so many people in the industry that are closing down. Like, Microsoft just closed down Lionhead Studios. Like they just finished closing those down, and another, I think, I forgot the other one, but they made Brotherhood, and they just finished closing down, man. And like these people are just retiring. Game Trailers just closed down as well. We can see that this guy really wants to work on games. He really wants to go in and say, "Hey, I'm gonna create something even better than Metal Gear Solid." Like, that's incredible to me, man, that he has that tenacity. I'm excited to see what he's going to create, honestly, because I'm thinking about it now. Like, maybe he was like restrained from like, hey, you can't do this in Metal Gear, you can't do that and
fully
stuff.
Expressing himself.
Right, exactly. So now he can absolutely express himself in a way where he doesn't have to force himself to be like, okay, where am I going to fit Snake into this? How is Big Boss into this? Where's the Metal Gear? Now he has an open play field, and yeah, so I'm excited about that. You could keep reading on. Obviously, we get our Metal Gear news from Metal Gear Informer, so you can check that out. But also check him out on HideoTube. So search for YouTube/HideoTube.
Great. And now straight into the Metal Gear news. So we do know that Cloaked in Silence, the new DLC for MGO, is coming out on March 15th. Now, we've said this for a couple of episodes. We said it on Twitter, UCB Podcast. We will be Twitch streaming on the 15th, the new DLC. We're going to try the best of our ability to do it. If you are not following us on Twitch, look for us Under the Cardboard Box Podcast. Follow us. You will get our first impressions of it. Gameplay.
So, sorry to cut you off. Under the Cardboard Box. Twitch.tv/Under the Cardboard Box.
That's even better. That's why.
All one word. So no space.
All one word.
So I know some people were having trouble finding us because they spaced it out.
Speaking of which, thanks for joining us on Thursday, guys. It was great.
Yeah.
It was they were like They were great games.
It was a crazy game. That was nuts.
It was out of control.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what was going on.
Right. So join us next week.
Join us next week. Sometimes we do surprise Twitch streams throughout the week when we can, but we are definitely scheduled for every Thursday.
Yes. So next week you get 2 Twitch streams. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to the DLC. Konami further clarifies MGO DLC Cloaked in Silence. It's probably nothing you haven't heard about or seen if you watched the demonstration by Konami. The new unique character, Quiet, has powerful abilities. I'm just going through this, and stats compared to other players. But while she can Fulton, I thought that was a typo because I remember the guy who was playing that said she couldn't Fulton.
Yeah, at Popsicle.
Maybe that was a mistake on our part, his part, don't know. So, but it says she can Fulton. Her CQC is limited. Quiet is unable to hold, choke, interrogate, CQC hold to kill, etc. Every CQC action results in a kick attack that can possibly stun. So you don't know if it's going to knock you out or not.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
That's fair. I guess. That's fair. Although you never know whether you're going to be able to Fulton them or anything like that. That's fine. They drop to the ground. All you have to do is aim your sniper rifle right at their heads. If you have a tranquilizer, even better. Also, Quiet is exclusively available to those who purchase the Cloaked in Silence DLC. So, if you do not purchase the DLC, you will not have Quiet. Let us know what you think about that. The new DLC maps, Coral Complex, Rust Palace, and Azure Mountain, is also available for those who purchase Cloaked in Silence. Players will not be able to join a match using these new maps unless they've purchased the DLC. So get out there and buy it, guys. Let us know what you guys think about these things. Remember that the DLC is going to cost $3.99 American dollars. Are you excited? Are you buying it? I know we will. Again, we will be streaming that day. We will be streaming on March 15th. Mark it. It's Tuesday. And there you go. You can probably watch this Twitch stream while you're hearing our podcast.
Yeah, that's
when
good.
Our podcast comes out.
That's true.
I just realized that. And also, additional changes coming to Metal Gear. So here we go. New mission, sabotage mode. We know about that. Appeal actions. You can read more about this on Metal Gear Informer. Just do it. Dedicated host. I know you guys are excited about that.
Yeah, I saw. And what's funny is that I saw a lot of comments in the bottom. They were talking about, hey, we have new changes coming and whatever. And it's like, yeah, but where are the dedicated hosts?
Yeah.
Where are they? Because that is extremely important.
So I guess what they've been talking about,
yeah,
they're bringing to light.
Finally.
Now, GP Boost. Now, what is GP Boost? GP Boost can now be purchased using MB coins. The GP Boost gives the player higher rate of GP obtained from matches. GP Boost does not apply to GP earned through titles, medals, or GP that are given out as compensation. GP Boost can now be purchased from the iDroid menu, Vault GP Boost. So that's for you to buy gear. That's gear points. That's for you to buy new gear, whatever the case may be. A new character slot. You can now purchase other character slots, which is what they did for MGO2.
In Metal Gear, yeah.
So you can
I don't really remember that one.
Characters,
right? I don't really remember that, but yeah.
No, they did. I know. I remember it. I remember that they allowed you to do that. Player rank. Now every player is going to start out with rank F. There are a total of 21 ranks, the highest being rank S++.
Goodness.
So, try your best. New weapons. The combat knife has been added. This weapon has been added as an additional secondary weapon. A knife kill score has been added. Unique character Snake, can switch between a prosthetic arm and a combat knife. Titles and medals. Waking up stunned, tranquilized teammates. Now, this might be good and it might be bad. A new action to wake up stunned, tranquilized teammates has been added. The action could be triggered by pressing and holding the action button next to a stunned, tranquilized teammate. The kick action will no longer be used to wake up stunned, tranquilized enemies or players. Sorry. Continue to hold the action button until your teammate wakes up. Waking up a teammate will give you an assist score. Look at that. I can see that it's going to take longer to wake people up.
A lot longer.
Comparatively. Wormhole Fulton. We've talked about that. Oof. Let's see. But now, once your buddy gauge is fully charged, you can now have the option to use the Wormhole Fulton on an enemy. When you use the Wormhole Fulton, your buddy gauge will reset to 0%. The Wormhole Fulton will successfully Fulton enemies even if there's a roof. Go get them. New preset text, new background music sets. I could read it for you, but I'd rather you go check it out. I would say a few: Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, Quiet Theme, Revengeance, Mistrial, Mistrial, Sundowner from Metal Gear Revengeance. There's a lot of Metal Gear Revengeance coming in here. Samuel, Metal Gear Peace Walker, Gear Rex, and so much more, guys. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. Weapon and items. Shooting while standing still in third-person camera will now cause the bullet to travel towards the center of the aim, rectal, if the target is located within the certain range. Significantly reduce camera sway when taking damage while aiming a weapon. So, it looks like they're going to make a lot of changes to MGO. We're looking forward to it. It's looking exciting. I know I want to play. I want to continue to play, actually.
And we will. Tuesday.
And we will. Tuesday and Thursday. Twitch. Be there or be square. Even better news. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain nominated for four BAFTA awards. Four.
Oh, man. I was keeping it at 4. Now that was 5 times we said it. But that's all right.
Can we subtract?
All right. So we subtract 1, and that was 4 BAFTAs. 4 awards.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Carrying on. All right. So these are the awards it's been nominated for: Artistic Achievement, Audio Achievement, Best Game, Game Innovation.
Yeah.
It is looking good, guys. I hope that Metal Gear wins all 4.
Yeah. The sound design, impeccable, for sure. It's me being a sound guy, I just fell in love with everything in the sound. Best game, absolutely. Yeah, but that's probably just because I'm a Metal Gear fan. But
we're a little biased, but
Yeah.
we wanted to win. We still wanted to.
It'll be good for Metal Gear. It'll be good.
Absolutely. That is it for the news, guys. Again, you can catch the news separately on our YouTube channel. Just subscribe to it. We put it up, or rather, Heido puts it up every Wednesday. Okay? You get our codec conversation separately every Thursday, and you get the entire video every Friday. Now, if you're a Patreon supporter, you get the video a day before, which is on Thursdays. And of course, we will have the audio file every Tuesday. Patreon supporters every Monday. If you're interested in getting content earlier, please support us on Patreon.